All right, welcome to Southern California Point of Sale Systems, showing you how to use Future POS front end. Short series of videos on how to use the front end. Today we're going to go over how to clock in, clock out, declare your tips, and take a break. So with that said, you're going to find your Future POS. You'll walk up. You'll have a code. You punch in your code, and then you simply hit clock in. Now, you can also to skip one additional step here instead of putting your code in and then clock in, then put your code in again, then sign in. You can just hit the sign in button. It's going to say you need to be clocked in before you sign in. Do you want to clock in now? Yep, sure thing. Boom, I'm clocked in. I'm ready to go, and I'm signed in one step, saving you a little bit of hassle. Now, if you are a kitchen or somebody that doesn't need to access the front end of the POS system, you're just using this for tracking your time, clocking in and clocking out, uh, you're not going to be able to sign in. So you'll just use the clock in, clock out, take a break, end a break functions. But if you try to hit the sign in button, it's going to say you want to clock in before you sign in. You hit yes, and then it's going to say, okay, you're clocked in, and then you're going to get a error saying, hey, you can't get into the front end. You need to see your supervisor, but you're still clocked in. All right. When it's time to go on break, breaks will only appear for people who have um, break time coming. So okay, so right here, no break time because I've just clocked in. I can't earn a break by just clocking in right away. So you have to be on the clock for a certain number of hours. Every place is a little different. So you won't be able to take your break until it's time to take your break. But you just simply do that, punch your code in, and then take your break. Same thing when you go to end your break. You'll punch your code in and you'll end your break. Breaks will be designated 15 minutes, lunch break, another 10 minutes, whatever breaks that your store has will be designated. You choose the one that applies to you and go on break. Finally, if you are doing multiple roles and you go to clock in, the system's going to ask you what you're clocking in with that day. So some days you're a manager, some days you're a server, some days you're a bartender. You wear a bunch of hats. You might get paid different rates depending on the job that you're doing that day. You simply choose what you're clocking in as, and then that will clock you in on that rate. Okay, and you're all good to go. So that's how to clock in, clock out, and sign in to the front end POS system. If you have a card, you can swipe it. Same thing. Swipe and then hit the clock in, clock out, sign in, sign out. All of those good stuff right there. All right, that's Future POS front end. How do you clock in, clock out? Follow the tags for anything else you want to see on how to use the front end. There'll be a bunch of videos, really short, to the point, um, for you here. So we'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode.